34-year-old Ashirdahwani Asmawi is a clinical instructor at Tan Tock Seng Hospital, a loving wife and a caring mother to her 4 children. But 10 years ago, all this seemed impossible when she fell victim to SARS. In March 2003, the then nurse fell so ill she had to postpone her wedding, and she was not sure she could ever have kids.
The thing is, because it's affecting my back, I'm having back pain, and at the same time it is also affecting my lungs. So I'm afraid that I couldn't push. You know, if let's say the baby is going to come out, how am I going to push? That's one. And the second thing is that, is my back going to get worsen, you know, the back pain?
Ashirdahwani contracted SARS, or Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome, a highly contagious and potentially fatal form of pneumonia, while taking care of patients at Tan Tock Seng Hospital.
I actually nursed the first index patient. So I think I'm like a time bomb then. Maybe I've already incubated a few days. That afternoon shift when I went back home, I just feel so painful at my back. At about 11 o'clock, my temperature was about 37.6, and then it gradually goes up to 37.8, and then by the time it reaches 38, because instruction was given, like any staff has a temperature of 38 and above to go to CDC1. So I think about 11:50 my temperature was 38.2 or so. So I tell sister, I've got to go to CDC already. Okay, go. After a while they say, okay, Ashirdahwani Asmawi, you'll be admitted to the ward. Huh? I was like, what? Admitted to the ward? Okay lah, then I was thinking, good lah, it's time for me to rest, you know.
But she was not okay. Ashirdahwani's condition deteriorated quickly. She had difficulty breathing and developed severe back pain.
I was isolated in a single isolation room because that time SARS was not coined as yet, but people were so afraid. It's like I took the medication. Initially, I was very happy to take the medication, the ribavirin. But then again, because I'm fat, so they go according to my weight. I think I took about 12 tablets because according to my weight. So initially, I was happy. But as days gone by, I don't see myself as getting better. In fact, I got weaker. I lost appetite. And then I also had diarrhea. I passed urine and passed motion at the same time until I do not know which is which. So as days gone by, I still remember I was in the toilet, in squatting toilet. So when I stood up, suddenly I feel very giddy, and then the breathlessness set in. So then I told the staff, I couldn't even talk to her. I was like really breathless. And then they quickly gave me oxygen. You know, they set me up and then reassured me that everything is going to be okay. But when I saw my oxygen level was only 83%, I was like thinking, habis lah. You know, it's like, that's it. Anything below 90, it's considered 92 in fact. It's like we are very careful with the patients. So for myself, when I saw, I was like 83% only, and then with the oxygen, and then plus when I saw my hands was already cyanotic, was bluish in color, half of them, and then my legs also, I was like, that's it lah.
Ashirdahwani ended up spending 28 days in the hospital. During that time, she lost more than 10 kilograms and her hair started falling out. After another 2 weeks recuperating at home, she finally made a full recovery.
One of the reasons and why I think I can cope is because the support that I receive from my family members, especially from my mom. The moment when I told her that I was admitted, she called me almost every day. Yeah, just to find out how am I, do I need anything, do I want to eat anything. And because of the fever that I was having, I always request from her to bring for me ice. But she couldn't, she only managed to visit me once. And it was only like 5 minutes or so. And that was really very touching, because when she came, she massaged my body. I said, Mom, it's very aching. So she just, you know, like massaged like this, and then she really comforted me lah. Then I realized that, you know, she loved me so much. Because of the support that I received from her, the love that I received from her, and my dad, of course my other family members, and my friends, plus my fiance then, my colleagues, I managed to overcome these thoughts, the negative thinking.
Despite falling sick on the job, Ashirdahwani is thankful for what she went through and hopes to motivate others through her experience.
I'm very thankful that I was given this experience to really feel and know and understand how my patients feel. Because otherwise I thought that, I just have to reassure my patients and that's it. It should help the patients. Until I myself go through the experience, it is totally different. Somehow or other, I felt that because of SARS, people look up to nursing now. And because of SARS, there's a lot of people who wants to join nursing because they now get it that it is a noble job. It is something that it's not easy to become a nurse. I think it's really about the passion that I have and also I want to motivate others. I want to motivate my patients and I also want to motivate my students. God won't test us if we are not capable, So from there I have my strength, and from there I can also share with my patients that whatever that they have gone through is because they are strong enough to go through. If after that period, that so-called difficult period, you will see the it's like the sunshine after the rain,